At 63, Evelyn sat quietly in her cozy kitchen, sipping tea while the clock ticked louder than usual. Her children had moved away, busy with their own lives. Calls were now rare. Texts even rarer. She loved them dearly, but something was missing. And she realized a hard truth: blood ties don't always equal emotional support. For many people over 60, this truth hits like a wave. We grow up believing that family will always be our rock. But life doesn't always work that way. Sometimes, it's not our children who check in. It's not a sibling who listens. It's someone unexpected. A neighbor, a walking partner, a volunteer group, or even a kind stranger who becomes a friend. This video is not about criticizing family. It's about empowering you. Because beyond the boundaries of blood, there are 6 powerful sources of support, stronger than family in many ways. These pillars can lift your spirit, protect your mental health, and give you strength during life's loneliest moments. Whether you're 60 or 90, these supports are your emotional insurance, built not by biology, but by intention and heart. Let's explore these 6 essential supports after 60 that every elder deserves, and how to welcome them into your life. Pillar 1. Community connections. When you step outside your door, do you know your neighbors? Have you ever joined a group walk, a local club, or a neighborhood potluck? If not, you might be missing out on one of the most powerful sources of emotional strength: community. In our 60s and beyond, community becomes more than just a word. It becomes a lifeline. Studies show that older adults who engage with their communities are less likely to suffer from depression, cognitive decline, and loneliness. Because they're surrounded by purpose, routine, and human warmth. Community doesn't have to mean a loud room full of people. It can start small: a friendly chat with the woman at the corner store, a book club at the library, a few laps at the local pool. The key is connection without obligation. These people support you not because they have to, but because they choose to. That choice, that voluntary care, is often stronger and more sincere than any family bond. Evelyn started by volunteering at a local soup kitchen. What she found was more than gratitude. She found belonging. Community gives us a sense of value. And when you feel valuable, you feel alive. So ask yourself, who is your community? And if you don't have one yet, it's never too late to build one. Pillar 2. Lifelong friendships. Some friendships are formed in youth and fade like old photographs. But others? They grow stronger with time, like oak trees weathering every season. After 60, friends often become our emotional anchors, the ones who understand us not through duty, but through deep, shared history. Evelyn reconnected with her college roommate at age 67, and their laughter over the phone was richer than ever, free from judgment, filled with knowing. True friends don't keep score. They don't disappear when life gets complicated. They're the ones who show up uninvited, who remember the dates that still sting, who celebrate your wins no matter how small. A friend at this stage of life is someone who sees your soul, not your age. In fact, friendship is one of the strongest predictors of longevity. According to research, seniors with strong social ties live longer, heal faster, and suffer fewer chronic illnesses. Because human connection is medicine. If you have old friends, call them today. If you don't, look around. Friendship can begin with a smile at the cafe, a shared bench in the park, or a class at the community center. Family may share your genes, but a true friend? They share your heartbeat. Pillar 3. Spiritual support and faith. Evelyn wasn't always spiritual, but after turning 65, she found comfort in lighting a candle at church, in listening to soft hymns, and in reading quiet reflections in the early morning light. Faith became her companion, not in the dogmatic sense, but in the sense of having something larger than herself to lean on. For many seniors, especially after 60, spirituality becomes a pillar stronger than any human connection. When children grow distant and the body begins to tire, the soul seeks peace. Whether through religion, meditation, prayer, or quiet reflection in nature, faith gives older adults a sense of purpose, resilience, and acceptance. It helps ease anxiety about the future, soothe grief, and make sense of life's changing seasons. You don't have to attend church or follow a specific doctrine. Your spiritual path is personal. It could be gratitude journaling, early morning walks under the trees, or reading sacred texts. The goal isn't perfection, it's peace. In a world full of noise, faith offers silence. In a life full of changes, it offers constancy. Evelyn says, "Even when I feel alone, I never feel empty." That's the power of spiritual support. It fills the space that even family sometimes cannot reach. Pillar 4, support groups and counseling. Not all wounds are visible. After 60, many seniors carry hidden grief, regret, or even trauma. Evelyn lost a dear friend unexpectedly at 69. Her children said, "You'll be fine." But she wasn't, until she found a grief support group at her local center. There, among people who listened without fixing, she began to heal. Support groups and counseling are game changers. They offer non-judgmental, professional, or peer-based spaces where seniors can process emotions, talk freely, and build resilience. Whether it's dealing with loss, depression, illness, or even adjusting to retirement, these settings provide empathy, not advice. And therapy? It's not just for the young. Older adults who attend counseling report better sleep, more energy, and improved mood. It's not about fixing you. It's about being heard. You might be surprised how liberating it feels to say, "I'm not okay," and be met with kindness instead of pressure. These spaces remind us we're not alone in our pain. And healing doesn't need to come from family. It can come from those who understand what you're going through. Mental health is elder health. Don't wait for a crisis. Seek support before you feel overwhelmed. It may be the strongest pillar you'll ever lean on. Pillar 5, hobbies, purpose, and personal passions. After retirement, many people feel a sudden vacuum. Who am I if I'm not working? Evelyn asked herself. But soon, she rediscovered her love for painting. With every brushstroke, she came alive again. It wasn't about being good. It was about feeling purposeful. Having a hobby, a creative outlet, or a mission gives life rhythm after 60. It can be gardening, writing letters, learning a new language, tutoring children, or volunteering at an animal shelter. Purpose is the thread that keeps your spirit intact, even when health declines, relationships change, or days grow quiet. And here's the truth: purpose prevents decline. Seniors who engage with hobbies or projects live longer, with sharper minds and more joyful hearts. It also improves sleep, reduces stress hormones, and builds a deep inner satisfaction that doesn't rely on others. Your passions don't have to be big or profitable. They just need to be yours. They remind you, "I still matter." And that feeling? It's one of the strongest supports of all. Don't retire from life. Retire into something beautiful. Pillar 6, self-compassion and inner strength. Perhaps the strongest pillar of all is one we overlook: ourselves. Evelyn once believed that strength came from others. But over time, she discovered that her own voice, her ability to be kind to herself, was the truest source of peace. Self-compassion is not selfish, it's survival. It's looking in the mirror and saying, "I've done my best." It's resting without guilt. It's crying when you need to and smiling when you can. After 60, your relationship with yourself becomes more important than ever. Others may come and go, but you will always have yourself. Building inner strength means practicing gratitude, setting boundaries, saying no when needed, and celebrating your life without needing applause. It's forgiving your past, accepting the now, and believing in tomorrow. You are more than someone's parent, spouse, or friend. You are a person of worth, wisdom, and wonder. Learn to sit with yourself, to enjoy your own company. That is not loneliness. That is self-love. When you know your worth, no absence can shake you. And no support, however strong, can replace the foundation of your own strength. A message to every soul over 60. Family is a beautiful blessing, but it is not the only one. Evelyn learned this the hard way, but she also learned something more powerful. Support comes in many forms. Sometimes, stronger than blood, stronger than expectation. After 60, your life deserves more than just survival. It deserves connection, meaning, and joy. The 6 pillars we explored: community, friendship, faith, professional support, passion, and inner strength are not luxuries. They are essentials. They are the scaffolding that can lift you in the hardest moments and hold you in the quietest ones. So ask yourself, which pillar do you already have? Which one do you need to strengthen? Don't wait for others to rescue you. Begin building your own support system, brick by brick, smile by smile, step by step. Because life after 60 isn't the end of the story, it's the beginning of the wisest chapter. And with the right supports, it can be your most joyful one too.